Good morning, students. For today's class, unit number 1, a triumph of surgery from supplementary reader. Footprints without feet. Yesterday we have seen summary and explanation. Today I will say about question answers. Listen be carefully. First, why is Mrs. Pimfrey worried about Ricky? Why she was worried? Because she was worried and distraught because Tricky would not eat anything. It even refused its favorite dishes. It had bouts of vomiting. It spent its all time lying on the rug and panting. It did not want to go for walks or do not anything. That's why Mrs. Pimfrey was worried about Tricky. And second, what does she do to help him? Is she wise in this? How can she help? She called the doctor to help Tricky. Yes, her decision was wise. The doctor suggested that Tricky should be hospitalized because the Tricky dog was ill. She swore and wailed, but let the dog go with the doctor. Ultimately, the doctor was successful in curing Tricky. Third one, who does I refer to in this story? In this story, I refers to the veterinary surgeon, Mr. Harriet. Who is Harriet here? Author. Fourth one, is the narrator as rich as Tricky's mistress? Though not clearly stated, there are instances in the story which suggest that the narrator is not as rich as Tricky's mistress, Mrs. Pimfrey. Okay? And fifth one, how did the doctor treat the dog? How he gave treatment to the dog? The doctor gave Tricky no food but plenty of water for 2 days. Slowly the dog started showing interest in his surroundings and began mixing with the other dogs at the surgeon. On the third day, the doctor saw Tricky licking the empty supper bowls of the other dogs. Next day, a separate bowl was kept for it, and the doctor was pleased to note that Tricky had run to eat its food with enthusiasm. From that day onwards, its progress was rapid. It did not require medical treatment of any kind and recovered quite well at the end by going to the hospital. Okay, then sixth one. Why is tempted to keep Tricky on as a permanent guest? Mrs. Pimfrey had started bringing around 2 dozen eggs to build Tricky's strength. Then next, do you think there are also parents like Mrs. Pimfrey? Just you think, okay?